humans, this is Aromie here. Welcome back to Degraman. We're back to present life after seeing the altered without actually seeing them. Ragnar is actually helpful. Ignoring Ragnar's comment, I continue bombarding him with questions. Okay, so speaking generally, you sold off the muta room, right? Then just what is preventing the alters from attacking again? For frick's sake. I don't understand how any of this crap works. You'll understand someday. As for now, I'm far too bored to take anything seriously. Ragnar claps his hands as his hookah disappears, and bouncing along he returns down the street from the direction which we came. I guess this is the end of our mission. It's time to head back. Hey, can we grab a taxi this time? And where does your hookah go? Taxis are boring. As for my hookah, didn't you already ask me about it? Well, I didn't get a decent answer, so now I'm asking again. Suspecting that Ragnar is intent on walking all the way to the train station, I stop at my tracks to see what he does. And he walks ahead about 100 feet before realizing that I've been left behind. He then quickly returns and scoots me up under his arm again. You are utilizing Ragnar's transportation services again despite your previous negative experience. How hypocritical. Ragnar whinnies and I lose the will to stay angry at him. Why did I even pack my things? What if the hex were not to draw your presence and we need to come back later? Arguing with him is useless, so I abandon myself to fate. He only releases me once we are back and look cool, but refuses to let me open my door. Can I give you my phone number in case you need anything? Just why are you being so altruistic all of a sudden? Couldn't tell ya. Sure, why not? Why the fuck not? I'm not exactly Ragnar's biggest fan, but it would be silly of me not to take him up on his offer should I ever be in need. At least I have a choice now instead of always having to pester eternally sleeping Basti. Fine, give me your number. Ragnar rattles off the digits as I type them into my phone. You're not getting mine. I hadn't dreamt of it. Good. With our conversation now over, Ragnar disappears through one of Lakul's countless doors, and I'm left to ponder ahead full of doubts. Alright. I soon realized what hasn't bothered me recently. That day I first met the Quanzell attacked by the Altids at the university. What if what happened at the apartment also happened there? But as I try to think about it, my thoughts keep drifting away. So through sheer force of will, I drag them back to the front of my mind. Ugh, this feels like that muta-rip refusing to reveal its secrets to me. Once again, the internet is absolutely useless as the hours I spent trying to remember what I've forgotten. Unfortunately, my brain is unable to handle these incomprehensible details. I finally come to the conclusion that if I really want to know what happened at the university, I'll need to go there myself. But I'm once again met with a problem. I can't go alone. You know, now would be a perfect time to make use of Ragnar's phone number. The thought of calling him makes me feel gross, but I really need to figure this out. I also hate talking on the phone. Same! But you gotta do what you gotta do. Mustering up my courage, I dialed the number. No answer. Did he give me a fake number, or was he screwing with me? And so I spent the rest of my day fuming over the fact that the red-headed goof had bested me. But later that evening, Ragnar returns my call. For a full minute, I debate over whether I should answer or let it go to voicemail, but then I relent. For science, of course. I'm listening. Oh, how odious. Well, hello, did you miss me? Yeah. Your voice is filled with such delights, though no matter how much you beg, I simply cannot meet with you for another day or so. You must wait patiently for me, my dove. Hearing you talk like that, I regret having called. Oh, such a grumpy kitten. Abruptly hanging up, I quickly sent a text. I refuse to listen to this. Message me when you're free. Kidding. I spent the following few days in agonizing suspense. Unable to take it anymore, I head to the party room hoping to catch someone. But of course, the only one there is the eternal slumbering Basti, so I wait anxiously until Ragnar finally messages back. Ready for whatever adventure you have in store for me, but only if it's interesting. Does he not realize he's contradicting himself, or does he not care? Returning to look cool, I spot Ragnar, who smiles widely when he sees me. I'd hug you in a entirely chaste way, of course, but I somehow doubt you would appreciate it. Oh really? So you've developed an understanding of courtesy and personal boundaries since we last met. How commendable. Well, now that we've exchanged pleasantries, what did you need me for? I need to visit my university. Are you really so eager to gnaw the granite of science? No. So cold. I was on a dangerous mission, you know. Was no one happy that I have returned hale and almost hearty? Almost hearty? Are you telling me you're so inept that those sloth-like creatures somehow injured you? Well, there's a question of quantity, and sometimes the hacks are exceedingly nimble. Even if that's true, you absolutely radiate health. Well, you are unaware of what I truly look like. As such, you do not possess the ability to determine if I am either sick or healthy. Is this not your true form either? What is everyone's true form? Ragnar's talking out of his rear again. No, girl, you're listening. Listen to his words. He just gave you some vital information. That this is like a... Damn it. What do they call that? Fuck. Glamour! I had to like rack my brain for the word. Honestly, I couldn't care less. Let's go. Of course, she's so selfish. Selfish, not shellfish. Struggling, he opens the door for me. Wait, you're coming with me looking like that? Is there something of which you do not approve? Something? How about everything? You're a bore. Fine then. Ragnar retrieves a small pipe from his pocket and without even lighting it, proceeds to create a small cloud of smoke that quickly swirls around his body. I think your pipe might be defective. You still look as gaudy as ever. Would you like to wager that it performs splendidly? No thanks. Just don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? You insult me. Of course, I shall appear absolutely normal. I am a metaform after all. What's a metamorph? Metaform. It is a subspecies of Quanzies. What the hell, man? How is it that whenever I ask about something, everyone ignores me, but the moment we're standing around twiddling our thumbs, you suddenly start dropping information bombs? That's why you need to be paying attention at all times, silly girl. It's simple. Ragnar pushes me through the door, and I once again find myself in the business center hallway. We then head down into the subway. Incredibly, nobody takes notice of the big red-headed clod walking next to me. I don't know which of the Quanzies are metaphors, but now that I'm aware of their existence, I doubt I'll ever insult them for a lack of disguise again. We arrive at the university, and fortunately my school pass still works. I walk through the door and glance behind me, only to sigh in relief as I watch Ragnar follow me through without attracting the guards' notice. I'm about to tease Ragnar over the fact that none of the Quanzies seeming to have a college degree, but something tells me that it would look like I'm talking to myself here. Just as I start worrying over running into some of my classmates, it happens. But the two guys that I recognize just walk on by. Well, whatever. I may be a nobody to them, but they're nobodies to me. Besides, it's better this way. I feel like no one can see me. I have a goal and I refuse to be distracted. With that annoyance settled, I begin examining the situation. The Hex's attack happened while I was in the cafeteria, so logically speaking, I should start there. And even though I'm expecting something supernatural, I don't notice anything strange or amiss upon entering the food hall. Alright. Looks like a lot of y'all are not eating much, except this guy eating a burger, I can only assume. Thinking back to the apartment building we investigate on our mission and try to repeat Ragnar's technique. I count all the chairs and windows from several different vantage points. As I walk through the hall, I focus on my emotions, searching for that unexplainable feeling of aversion. But the cafeteria is clean. We walk through the entire university, or at least the areas where we are allowed, but I don't feel anything. Hey, can we try to connect? I wonder if there's any news about what happened here, or the Quanzies' other shenanigans. It's a good thing I brought my laptop with me. My laptop? Do I have a phone? But I need to distract Ragnar somehow. Are you hungry? Of course, it's about that time. It's a nearby cafe with a cozy little corner table that would serve my needs perfectly. I should be able to search inconspicuously while Ragnar is busy devouring his food. Ooh, what is this place? We arrive at the eatery and everything seems to be going according to plan. Ragnar seems happy with my choice and the table I had in mind is currently unoccupied. So I settle into my seat and position the laptop so that only I can view the screen. I order a cup of coffee and a slice of cake to complete the facade, then turn my attention to the computer. Opening up the Degraman, I began typing the word Quanzi. But, say, what are you doing there? I am doing nothing but admiring this beautiful cafe. It's so pretty here. Look at the vibes. So cute. Too curious to resist, Ragnar crouches down beside me and looks right at the screen. But I managed to close it before he had a chance to see anything. It's none of your business. Ugh, you're so boring. Well, that was fruitless. It seems the Quanzi's secrets are not so easily divulged. I spend the next few days deep in thought. After all that has happened recently, I can't help but feel that a little clarity on the situation is needed, especially since I have found myself surrounded by nothing but contradiction and ambiguity. They're well-intentioned fools. But the more I analyze Quanzi's words and behaviors, the more I'm convinced they're all confused little boys with way too much responsibility on their shoulders. No matter how imperfect they may be, they ultimately want peace. I have to help them. Despite this being, the evil loner route, I haven't been very evil as of late right now. My character development. Vincent once said that I'm able to enhance the abilities of other Quanzies, which means I too can help save the world. And that's enough for me. Yes, having to come to the decision and feeling pumped up and excited about it, I run straight for Sebastian to share the good news. Find him in his usual spot and uncontrollably shake him until his eyes slowly slide open. Basti, today is a great day for humanity. Even though I want nothing more than to blurt everything out so fast as I can, I somehow find enough restraint to hold it all in so I can make a big impression. Hurry up and guess why. Come on. I know Bassie's impenetrable drowsiness and finally whisper. I'm ready to enhance your abilities. Ah. What do you mean, ah? I'm offering you my help, really and truly. That is immaterial. How's it immaterial? Is the enemy defeated? Has truth and justice prevailed? Or is there something here you're not telling me? You cannot help us. As if saying the conversation is over, Bassie lays back down and refuses to explain. Insist? I don't think you understand. You wanted to use me. Well, here I am. Use me, damn it. Like you, I'm ready to sacrifice everything for humanity, even my pride. Having finally said it, realization hits me. This is who I am. This is what I want. With my heart finally laid bare, I bite my lips to stem the flood of tears I feel welling in my eyes. I want this so badly that I feel as if my chest might burst, but I need to do this for the people. But Sebastian remains silent. Basti? Oh, he's so cute. But he's probably like, bitch, you're too late to realize that. With an unusual gentle expression on his face, he looks up and reaches out to me. Had it been any other time, I might have ignored the gesture. But feeling so incredibly vulnerable and weak right now, I throw myself into his arms. I understand how you feel, or at least I think I do. Basti, I don't want people to die. Or you. Wow, I'm suddenly in love with Basti again. Basti tenderly... Oh! Basti! Conditionally spoiling me, no matter what a bitch I am in any of the routes. Basti tenderly strokes my hair as I sob unconsolably. I think maybe I've grown too attached to these oddballs. Everything that's been happening lately must be really getting to me. Thank you, Michiko. I know how hard this is for you. But we won't be using you. We'll figure things out, though. You just need to stay here where it's safe and not worry about taking on more responsibility. Well, if you don't handle everything yourselves, I'll murder you faster than an Altid can. You understand? Too embarrassed by it all, I jump up and leave without saying goodbye. Anything to get back to my room as quickly as possible. Now that I've had some time to calm down a little, I think they're benching me. I'm ready. I'm actually ready, but none of them want me. And it hurts. It really does. Deciding to keep myself busy, I resume my experiments, which helps clear my fog-filled mind some. I don't even know where I'm going with this. It's been almost a week since I offered the Quansies my help, and they refused. And even though I've tried immersing myself in research to clear my mind and refocus, I have been somewhat tired and depressed. I've been so out of sorts that I've even started looking after Basti, most likely out of need to be helpful, even if it's something small like a delicious meal. After thoroughly reading through a handful of books on different types of scientific experiments, I head to the party room to cook Basti and myself dinner. Alright, this is where the party is. But as soon as I enter the room, I begin to panic a little. Another party. The music deafens me while the lights obscure my sight. Completely disoriented, I turn to leave. Oh, this time I just see straight Ragnar. Okay. Terrified, I try to turn to run back to my room, but Ragnar grabs my arm. Are you here to have fun? There's no reason for me to have fun. I have so many books to read, so many questions to answer. So let go of me, you heartless brute. Actually, you have two. Today is Castle's birthday, and we have a new recruit in our ranks. We're not going for Rodian, if that was the guy's name, alright? He's cute. He's definitely cute, but I'm not dying again. No thank you. Or, well, being endgame. This might be my chance to pry some information out of them, with everyone's cheerful tongues might be wagging. Alright, fine, you've talked me into it, but it's your job to make sure I don't get bored. Of course, of course. But first you'll need to be polite. Let's go congratulate the birthday boy, meet the new guy. Ugh, I'm already bored to death. But the knowing grin Ragnar leads me off. Like an icebreaker, he smoothly cuts a path through a sea of people. It's so nice to see the two that I can't get! Hello. Until he crosses past the castle and his ever-present shadow, I'm even nice enough to not suggest that they find a nice bridge to jump off. The cutie. The cutie. The cutie! This part really, what's the term, yandere? Or something? Then I'm introduced to a young man named Rodian, whose appearance is so striking that he completely stands out from the rest of the crowd. And he's so young, yet he already looks so scoundrelly. The fuck? Freaking Quansies. Thankfully, now that the courtesy calls are all over, Ragnar takes me to the bar. Hookah, booze, something harder. What do you desire, milady? I love the word milady. It's so, like, silly sounding. Maybe if I partake, Ragnar will be more willing to let his guard down. Hookahs aren't exactly hygienic, and even though Ragnar smokes like a chimney, I have no idea how my body will react to it. Booze it is, then. Cocktail with lesser ice to water it down a little. I don't want it too strong in case I'm forced to drink it, if I can't discreetly dispose of it somewhere. Having expressed my desire to Ragnar, he offers me a bar stool that is conveniently located in an empty corner, with a fake plant close by. Ragnar then proceeds to order and quickly drains a huge bottle of rum all by himself, which has me absolutely ecstatic. Yes! I won't even need to get him drunk. He's doing that all on his own. What if he's like He could, what, a hard drinker? Is that the word? I don't know. High alcohol intolerance. If only you knew. It's so hard not being able to see our friends as often as we'd like. This sounds like the beginning of a drunken rant. Missions and that's it, you know? That's it. They don't even know how to have any fun. He's so cute! Aww. You either, you little bugaboo. Bugaboo. Your eyes are always so cold even when you smile. Oh, how sad, actually. But this is where we're gonna stop for today's episode. Despite this being the evil loader route, I think it was only evil in the very beginning. But maybe it might loop back up and be evil in the very end. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.